Hey, welcome to Tabletop Skirmish Games. I'm Lee, and in this video we'll be having a look through the brand new reveal from the Nova Open preview for Warcry. It's the Hunter and Hunted box set revealed for the first time, and I've got to say, this could well be my favourite reveal from the day. But let's get started. We'll have a look at the video first, and then we'll go through and have a look at some close-up pictures of everything that's going to be included in this box. We've already seen the Wilder Corps, you might recognise some of these pictures here, but now we're going to meet the Ogor Mawtribes, who they're going to be going up against. I said it before, I think these Wilder Corps could be one of the best Warcry warbands released, with lots of different abilities that I'm really looking forward to seeing. But check out who they're going up against. This Ogor Mawtribes just looks fantastic. And we found out in the preview that these ogre brutes are afflicted with the curse of eternal hunger. And it certainly looks like it, checking out the poses and the sculpts here. This has definitely got the potential to be one of the best pair-ups for Warcry so far, I think. I like seeing these bigger models in Warcry and getting 5 of them to go up against what could be the best Warcry warband. I think this is pretty exciting. So here it is, Hunter and Hunted, a Warcry set. But you're not getting any terrain in this one, so they're changing things up a little bit from what they've done in previous seasons. And rather than going with starter sets with the core rules, the terrain, the warbands, etc., you're going to get the warbands, a book still though, to get stuck into. And there's a little piece of terrain in here that I think will probably tie into some of the Ogre's abilities. Let's have a look at the Ogor Mawtribes Ogor Mawtribes first. And I think they look like they'll be great fun in Warcry, also hoping they'll get some good rules for Age of Sigmar too. And the story for these guys is that they prowl the outskirts of the Mawtribe camps, and that's where they're on the lookout for leftovers. They're always hungry, but now they've been drawn to the Gnarlwood because of the eruption of the Maw Pits, and they believe that these are a manifestation of the Gulping God. And I think you get one of those Maw Pits in the set here too, which we'll see a little bit later on. But let's have a look at the models individually now. Here's the first one. He's got the twin weapons, a crude axe and just a massive rock mallet, and it just looks great. I really like the face, the teeth. It's going to be so fun to paint if you get hold of these. The little horns going through the skin in the legs, that reminds me of some of the other models we've seen in the past, but I do like the big jaw that's going around his head. And altogether, I think, fantastic. You can certainly see lots of influence from some other models from Warcry and Age of Sigmar coming into play here. But overall, a really good start. I think this guy is going to be great as the leader. Then we got this one. He's certainly not happy. He's going a bit crazy there, but looks really cool. He's got the long hair. Looks like an arrow stuck in his back. But those hands are really well done. And I really like the pose. He's got a skull going on. It looks like he's got one of his own guys' skull around his waist there too. So maybe they eat each other. Here's the third one, and I think I'd be wanting to paint these a different colour. I'm not sure what direction I'd go in, to be fair. What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. How would you be painting these up? I'm thinking like blue would look quite cool. Go for something a little bit different. Green, maybe a bit too much like the Oryx, but yeah, I think blue would be pretty cool. This one's pretty cool. Looks like something you'd see in Blood Bowl. He's definitely got that American football pose there, but another one of those crude rock mallets, and a really well done face on this one, I think, with all the blood and everything coming out of his mouth. That one looks fantastic. And then here's the fifth one. I think this pose is a little too close to the Troggoth poses we've seen, and also some of the Seraphim ones as well. Would be nice if they mixed that up a little bit. But again, that face is done really well. I like the teeth on it. And it almost reminds me of a little bit of a mashup between the Ogor Mawtribes and the Flesh Eater Court. So there's a kind of a mix going on there for sure. But yeah, you can definitely see all the influences. And you could argue this is a little bit lazy maybe in the design, getting a bit repetitive with these poses. But there's only so many ways you can do it, I guess. And I think when you put all 5 of them together, it's going to be forgiven because they do look brilliant. Here we go then. Now we've got the Cities of Sigmar Wilder Corps Hunters. And I just think these are great. When I first saw them, I thought they looked fantastic. And then just seeing the different range of weapons makes me think they're going to have lots of options on the battlefield. Lots of tactics, up close, mid-range, long distance. And then with the dogs as well, you've got that speed. So I think these are going to be really fun to play. Let's have a close-up look at the models though. And here they are, and I just think these are brilliant. Not just for Warcry, I could imagine playing these in all sorts of games, from role-playing games through to other skirmishes games as well, and I'll certainly be looking to utilise these in different areas. I was hoping they'd be released just on their own, but I'm glad they've put them with a warband like these Ogor Mawtribes that I like too, because I could certainly imagine getting this. And two very different characters here. The top one almost looks like some kind of guard, and then you've got the bottom one there about to release the hound. So yeah, really well done. Here we've got two more poses showing some of the different weapons. We've got that spear at the top, and then the crossbow, the heavy crossbow down the bottom with the stand as well. So yeah, that's going to do some serious damage at long range, hopefully. And if you saw the Age of Sigmar rules for these, they're going to be quite sneaky if you want to play them in Age of Sigmar 2, and that sounds really fun. Next up, we've got these short crossbows. These look like the assassins, so they're going to be sneaking around trying to get the kill shot maybe. The one at the bottom is my favourite with the hood, so really giving you that ranger vibe or a scout. Hopefully we can have some options so they don't have to have the helmets, because I'd want to give all of these those hoods. I think that's the way I would go with it. And then we've got the dogs, and these just look brilliant. I think Games Workshop do a pretty good job on their animals, and these look really good. Again, you could use them in loads of games, even zombie apocalypse games. These would certainly fit in, and I could imagine that being like a kind of theme that runs through a particular gang in a zombie game. That would be great. But yeah, these are really nice. I'm really looking forward to getting these. You're going to get 11 models in the Wilder Corps to go up against the 5 we've seen for the Mawtribe. The set's also going to give you this brand new piece of terrain. This is the Maw Pit, and it comes with a bone pool pit as well. So this is an interesting piece. Always nice to get little terrain pieces like this. So yeah, really cool when they come up with something new, and certainly got the Sarlacc pit vibe going on for sure. But having that upturned skull is a nice feature, and it's going to work well with all the terrain we saw in the previous season. It's certainly going to fit in with that. And I think this really fits with the whole theme of what's going on here with Hunter and Hunted. This little set is also going to come with the Warband Tome Hunter and Hunted. It's going to give you all the background information and illustrations for Gnarlwood. It's not going to give you all the core rules though, so just be aware of that. But you are going to get the background for the Gorgers, the Wilder Corps. You're going to get full rules, quests and background tables for both of those warbands and the Maw Pit, so that's going to have a role to play in the game as well. And the book's also going to include a brand new battle plan generator. So there it is, Hunter and Hunted, a little bit different to how they've done things in the past, but at least we're going to get 2 brand new warbands that look awesome. We're going to get the book as well, so if you want to keep going and play in different campaigns, the options there. Brand new terrain piece. I'm guessing the cards are going to be in there too, right? They've got to include the ability and fighter cards as well. But this is one that I'll be getting, I think from the whole reveal today, this is my favourite. But let me know what you think about this down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts, and also what's your favourite reveal out of everything that we saw from the Nova Open reveal preview today, because there's a lot to go through, and I'll be covering that in more videos here on the channel, and I'll link to some of them at the end of this one when they're up. But this was the first one I've done, so there's loads more to come, and hopefully you'll come and join me for those. I'll be doing the video for the Iron Jaws next for Age of Sigmar. They got some fantastic reveals too. It was very close between them and Warcry for me for which ones would be favourites, as this is an army I'm building next for my Age of Sigmar. But man, these look so good. So wait till you see those. There's so much to look at, and yeah, it's going to be really fun today going through all these reveal videos. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Really looking forward to reading your comments. And if you did like this video, it'd be great if you hit the like button, subscribe for more videos like this one, and I look forward to seeing you here next time on Tabletop Skirmish Games. Thank you so much to my Patreon supporters for helping me to keep going with these regular videos. I couldn't do this without you, and I appreciate your support so much. If you'd like to join the Patreon community, support the channel, get some great perks at the same time, there's a link down below in the description. It'll be awesome to see you there.